Chukky Okobi back with more basic instructions, mind mastery. When you think of someone saying to you, watch your mouth or watch what you say, I imagine you're a bit like me and assume that they're talking about what you say to others. It's really interesting, though, when you think about it. We think that what we're saying in our minds, what we say to ourselves, is no big deal because no one else hears it. Realize if you believe this, that could be a costly mistake because someone does hear it. You hear it. And since you're the only one in your mind, that means you're the only one who can get hurt by what you say to you. I'm curious, how many of you watching right now, we all know someone that seems to only have one kind of luck. You know what I mean, that friend or colleague that seems to always have some drama or crisis happening in their business or in their life right now. The way they tell it, bad things only happen to them. And we all know that one person who seems to have nothing but good luck. They get all the breaks. They seem to have everything going their way. You look at them and it looks like they got it all. The career, the spouse, the health, things always work out in their favor. Well, what's the difference? It's funny because even though this is an example that we can all relate to, luck actually has nothing to do with it. It's all about mind mastery and connecting to what's going on deep down. I mean, you're the only one in your mind, right? The question you got to ask yourself is, what does my regular everyday conversation in my head, my self-talk, how does it feel? Do I find myself thinking about what I do want, or do I tend to focus more on what I don't want? Let's go deeper and explore this. See, it's all about how our thoughts and emotions work together inside. Our thoughts are connected to our emotions, and our emotions are connected to our thoughts. The focus of our conversation when we talk to ourselves inside will lead us to unconsciously activate whatever emotions we associate with whatever story or whatever I'm saying to myself. So when I think more about things that I want to avoid, the circumstances that I'm constantly working to prevent, like I don't want to be broke, I don't want to be fat, I don't want to be alone. We speak this inside, your unconscious will trigger the negative emotions that you would feel if you were broke, fat, and alone. And if we think about what we don't want all the time as a regular pattern of thought, what we do is we create a mental and emotional rhythm, an internal habit of thinking these things, feeling these emotions. And this negative emotion is the feeling we feel as we work to avoid what we don't want. It's ironic, isn't it? With this thinking, we end up feeling the negative emotions of having what we don't want anyway. Maybe that's why they seem to have nothing but bad luck, feeling so grumpy and stressed out all the time. See, when we focus our attention on what we truly desire deep down, we envision achieving our highest potential in life, in our career, and our relationships. Realize that our minds act the same way, thinking about what you don't want or dreaming about your deepest fantasy. Just envision being, doing, and having a life experience that gives you those butterflies, just thinking about it. I mean, imagine being in a relationship so exciting that it makes your pulse race, your breath shallow, you hear your heart beating in your ears. See those things now. My experiences that are full of pleasure and satisfaction, it feels so right. It almost feels wrong. It feels so incredibly good that you can't stop thinking about it. Well, talk to yourself about this over and over again and again. This thought will evoke the emotions associated with this internal conversation. And all of a sudden, every day feels just like this. Now, I don't know about you, but that will make me feel pretty lucky. I definitely feel grateful. And like attracts like, it's the law of attraction. I'm sure you're familiar. Depending on what you choose to think about more, recognize that our overall mood as we engage our work or our world, as we talk to others, as we go about our day-to-day, it's all dictated by what I'm saying inside. See, pissed off people tend to find themselves around other pissed off people because people who feel good would rather not be in their company. And for those that focus on the things in life that bring them pleasure and happiness, birds of that feather flock together too, and seem to attract even more pleasure into their life experience, more things in life to feel grateful for. At the deepest level, the lesson here is simple. You are the only one in there. It's your mind and you're in charge. Learning to control the flow of that internal dialogue is a big leap towards mastering your mind, which enables you to master your life. Again, it's simple. Don't think about what you don't want. That'll just make you feel the way you don't want to feel. What positive changes in your career and in your life would make you feel proud of your achievement, excited for the future, and charged up with genuine gratitude and happiness? Just think about that. Don't complicate it. Keep it basic. Success is simple if you know the basic instructions of mind mastery.